YouTube, what it do, what it do? This your boy Shaq, and that's your girl Amber. And right now we are currently in Greenfield, Indiana. I got a load to drop off in the morning, so right now I'm just chilling. But I want to make this video on like for people that's trying to get into trucking again. Love advice, I guess you can say. Um, Trucking is a job that's like, it's not a job, it's a career that takes on a lot. It's a lifestyle. It ain't, I drive 10 hours and go home or whatever. Especially starting out, you ain't gonna do that. You drive 10, 11 hours, eat, take a bath, sleep, and you doing the same thing. Same thing, same thing, same thing. It repeats itself. This is how it is. A lot of people can't accept that lifestyle, and a lot of people not. That's why the industry is so behind like it is now. Because come on now, you got a family or you got a girlfriend or wife at home, man. You out on the road, and who knows what they could be doing at home? Who knows what you could be doing out there in the road? It's so much what if. And then you also a young person, I feel like they missing out on life. Like, hey man, I can't just go walk down the street to the store, or I can't just walk to my mama's house, or hey mom, I'm coming by to come see you real quick. What you cook? You can't do that. Let's just be honest. That's not the lifestyle that trucking is about. Trucking is a lifestyle. If it ain't within the radius of this truck stop that you shut down there, or you can't drop your trailer and bobtail over there on your off duty time or whatever, then you ain't gonna get there. I'm sorry. Like, you can't just go up and go to the bank and get money out or put money in the bank to pay a bill like that. It don't work like that. Like, you gotta understand what you get into before you get into trucking. Do all your research and do all that stuff before you do this, because just because you see that money sign, that $800 to $1,000 a week that they all gonna advertise, and over $1,000, cause I know where I came from was rough, man. I always had 2 jobs my whole life to make bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I first saw $800 to $1,000 a week, I'm just like, oh Lord, for real? Man, I'm working 2 jobs and I still ain't getting close to that. And I went into trucking, and I really didn't do a whole lot of research. I did a little bit, but not much as I needed to, and I got into it. And once I was in it, it's just like, hey man, I'm already in. I can't just say, hey, fuck it and give up. You know what I'm saying? So I was content when I went slow. Then once I got going, and like, hey man, I can do it. My plan ain't to be doing over road long. I probably do another year or two and probably get on with a, a home every night company. So like, my plan is to get on FedEx, UPS within the next year or two. The road life is challenging, yeah. It's something I can deal with though. But if it was something I prefer not to do, I wouldn't do it. But it's tolerable. I got my wife with me, so that makes it 1,000 times better, because honestly, I don't think I can do it by myself, man. I don't think I can stay out here 2-3 weeks and just be away from home. And yeah, a lot of people might say, hey, you can find you coming home every weekend. Yeah, I can find home every weekend, but then my check ain't gonna be that much. And then that's still 5-6 days away from home. You still 5-6 days from your loved ones. Over the road, that's a lot of time, man. That's a whole week. You away from your loved ones. You can't physically see them. All you got is phone conversation, FaceTime, and video chatting and stuff. That ain't enough. Especially from my wife, that don't be enough for me. I need to physically touch you, see you. So you need to consider, if you got a wife, you got kids, or anything like that, maybe you should wait before you get into trucking until you get that situation at a level where you can bear with. Like, your wife at home, and shit, you want to get away from her. And then, yeah, get into trucking. But you just got a newborn baby on the way, or on the way, or you just had one, then trucking ain't gonna be the best career to start out with, because you want to be there for your newborn unless you're a deadbeat. I mean, you just need to take it out on considerations when you thinking about trucking, because trucking ain't like your average job. You go to an interview, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we'll let you know in the next week or two. It ain't like that. Trucking is, you got the experience, you put it out there for all these trucking companies to see it, and they give you the red carpet service to try to reel you in. I mean, trucking, you'll see how the difference is. But if you have any questions or anything like that, man, just hit the comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Peace.